If you could change anything in your life, anything about yourself, what would it be? As we enter a new year, and for me, many of you know that my sort of words for the year are infinite possibilities. I really want to expand and open up to drop the limits that I often have, that we all have. It's just natural. So I really want to encourage myself and challenge myself to open up to infinite possibilities. So that means I'm going to have to change a few things. So if you were going to change a few things about yourself to help you grow into the person that you want to be, what would those things be? I'm Brenda, Florida, life coach and lifestyle advisor, and we're getting real and practical today. So I really want you to ponder this, and I would love to hear your comments, because part of what this question is about, anytime we feel like we can't change something, that something is, it's just the way it is, I can't do anything about it, whether that's an external circumstance or something about yourself you feel like you can't change. Like maybe you just feel too shy to post videos on YouTube, or something about yourself that you think is just the way you are. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's probably not true. And even if you are shy on the one hand, with a little coaching and the desire to, I'm going to say, change that, right? Like we won't necessarily change that you're a shy person, but there are many shy people who have a strong voice that are heard, right? You can talk, you hear a lot of performers, whether they're actors or actresses or singers, who say they're shy, but they get up in front of a crowd and they perform their craft because they learn how to get past that. All of those things that stop us, that get in our way, even if they sound like they're protecting us, or they sound like, well, that's just something that I can't change. Maybe it's an external circumstance where you want to change your job or something, but you feel like you just can't because of the demands of your, finances, your family, your bills, whatever it is, that you can't take that risk. Well, again, those are often limiting beliefs that we think we can't get past, but there's always a way. There's always a way. That's just my big belief. So that's what a coach is for. That's when I use a coach. That's what clients come to me for. That's why people take my programs like Enough Already. Any number, watch these videos, right? Because you want to get past whatever it is that's holding you back or limiting you. So I would love to know, because I'm working, it is the beginning of the year, and I'm working on my programs and even, blog content and what I want to offer, to my tribe this year in services. Like I really have a dream of having more live face-to-face events by second and third quarter in 2018. I'd like to do some, maybe do a retreat, or do a day long, an overnight retreat, or just a day long event. Or maybe I've even thought about doing like a virtual book club where we could join by video conference and talk about a really inspiring book or something, or any number of things. So I would love to know how you would love to work with me. So of course there's one-on-one coaching. That's sort of the more obvious ways to work with me. But there could be a lot of other fun ways. So I would love to hear your thoughts. If you could, so this is a two-part question. If you could work with me in any way, an online program, video conferencing one-on-one, have me come in, and I've done half-day retreats one-on-one with people where they've come to my house. I've done it so far where they've come to me, but I would go to them either way. Or a group event or an overnight event or whatever it is. I went on a retreat last year to Paris. So going with a coach that was helping me in my journey, and being able to do it in a place like Paris and being able to do it for several days in a row was really transformative for me. So I'd love to know how you would like to work with me. And I would also like to know what you would change. If you had a free session with me and we could talk about anything, what would that be? What would be the one thing that you would look at this year and say, wow, if I could make some progress on that, if I could move the needle on that, that would open up a lot of possibility in my life. So I'd love to know those two things. Share it in the comments below, or of course, private message me if that feels better. If it's not something you want to share, publicly, or email me at brenda@brendaflorida.com. I would love to hear what you're passionate about this year and how you would like to grow and expand your own awareness of yourself and what's possible. Because it's in doing that that we live lavishly. And in living lavishly, we change ourselves and we change the world. I'm Brenda Florida, life coach and lifestyle advisor. Thanks for joining me.